Hello everybody, it's Crazy Logics 007 on YouTube. Crazy Logics in the forum. I think I've got it set up now where it's Crazy Logics 007 on Instagram. I also have a Facebook, Crazy Logics 007, that I'm working on setting up. Trying to convert everybody from my personal Facebook. That's the plan. I haven't got hardly anything done on it, but go in that direction just in case you want to know. Try to look me up, help me out, help me figure that stuff out. Everybody else seems to know how to do it all, and I just don't have time for it sometimes, it seems. Anyway, this is the full SPL, old school SPL challenge videos. This is the takes that I did, and some of the setup and everything, because all you can submit in the SPL challenge is just your little SPL run, and you don't want to make it a super long video. You have to do it all in one shot. And so I did several takes getting set up and stuff like that, and I just want to kind of share it. I don't know everything about how to be awesome at SPL. This was just all my doing the way I did it, and so take it with a grain of salt. There's going to be a lot of people comment that say, oh, you should have done this and that to get more SPL. Yeah. There's a lot of things I still need to learn. But I had fun doing it, and that's the whole biggest thing. And I just wanted to share with you the way I kind of set it up. Got a decent run, had fun. Got my stickers from Hi-Fi. So I did get my old school stereo SPL challenge decals. Those are awesome. Those are going with a bunch of my other stuff. So thank you, Robert, or Hi-Fi Vega. And this right here, I'm fixing a busted screen on an iPad 6 Gen to use with my DSR1 that I got for our midlife crisis, which you'll see that video coming out sometime, so that I can adjust the DSR1 from Rockford and all the equalizer crossover points and stuff. So I got a sweet deal on this because it was busted, and I just got me a screen for my fix-it, and so I will be fixing that, but I ain't going to show you. There's a million videos on how to put a screen on an iPad. That's nothing new to any that I can show off. But anyway, got it cheap that way, and so that way I at least have something to do that. Here's the SPL stuff. I'll try to throw in edits when I can, and thanks for watching and all that stuff. I don't know how much of that kind of stuff will get in the video. The problem with getting a lot of the videos that I have recorded out is they need intros and they need extras and stuff to make them good. I'll try to make this one as cohesive as possible while I'm working on something that I'm trying to video edit. So that's the best way I can get them out to everybody. So I hope you have fun watching this one. It was fun to do. And like I said, thanks to everybody that let me participate. And congratulations to everybody at the Old School Stereo Challenge, SPL Challenge, for participating. And hopefully we'll get more people in to have a little fun. At least put a score up, get a sticker. Plus this year we did great things. We donated a bunch of the money for a good cause. So if you don't know all that stuff that's going on and everything, go look up on Facebook the Old School SPL Challenge, and you'll find it there, and then you'll understand. It's a great group of people doing good stuff for Mr. Q. I don't know if I need to. I don't have permission to talk about all that. I didn't get a chance to ask if it was okay to include in the video, so I just won't. But anyway, thanks everybody. Hope everything works out good for Mr. Q, and on to the video. Okay, so I have my oscilloscope hooked up, and it's running on a 2-wire AC plug, so it's not grounded to the house or nothing. I use an auxiliary ground, and I've used a little splitter here to give me my RCA ground, and then on this other one we'll be putting the oscilloscope probe to measure the frequency. Now I've got my stereo on. Let me make sure it's turned all the way up. I've got my phone set up as a frequency generator. So we're going to watch the oscilloscope as I turn the volume up. We're looking to see if I can clip. And my front door speakers are going to play. That is full volume on my phone. And I've not got any clipping. So that is full volume on my phone, full volume on my stereo. And I didn't have any clipping. There was no clipping on the signal. And I'm going to try to give you a zoomed in shot of that here real quick. I may have to edit some stuff, but so here we go, so you can see. I'll crank it up. And you see no clipping of the signal. So that no clipping puts me probably at a disadvantage because normally everybody wants to be able to adjust their volume to where it clips right at max so they can stay right below. So I'm not even maybe getting max volume. I'll have to see what happens when I hook up the amp here, and I'll get you some shots of that as we prep for this little old school run and this hodgepodge mess that I've got to try to do it. Okay, so I'm going to be using a Rockford Type RF in this shoot. It's the X1, it's the baby. It's rated at 25 watts per channel, so it's in the 50 and under class. Anytime you go to work or change or make adjustments and you're taking covers off or whatever, take your fuse out so that way you can safely take stuff off and not short it out. So we're going to hook the RCAs back up. I'm sorry if this is all shaky. I've never done all this like this before. Okay, so we know that our RCA signal is not going to clip. What we need now is to get up underneath here. I'll be right back and get my speaker wires unhooked from the speaker box. So anytime you're hooking stuff up and it's temporary because you're testing or whatever and you've got bare things, man, if I was running this amp and these two wires accidentally touch, or since it's in bridged mode, either one of these wires touch a ground, I'm going to get a spark. I'm going to blow my amplifier. So buy a roll of the cheapest electrical tape at Harbor Freight and use it to wrap your connections before you power anything up. This is the kind that leaves a sticky residue if you leave it on for a year or so, or 6 months or a month or something. We're just using this cheap stuff to make sure nothing can short out. We don't blow our amplifier, and that's huge. There's so many people that accidentally touch stuff because they leave it live. Never leave anything live. I've still got my fuse out. My truck's turned off. I'm going to wrap everything in electrical tape so that I make sure that I'm good. I'm going to actually change my tip, or add my tip to my oscilloscope for measuring. That gives me a little hook, and that will be hooked there. And I'm going to tape both of these up. So a little tip when you're covering stuff up and you've got it all covered up, take the last bit of the electrical tape, fold it over on itself to give you a flap, and then close it up. So you see here I've got a flap on both ends, and that way I know where to peel it back off, make it real easy, really fast. But now I've got these covered up and they can't short together, and we can move on to setting the gain to clipping on this amplifier. Now this amp is a little different because it's got a DSP in it, but I'm going to put the cover back on so you can see it, and then we'll turn everything on and plug the fuse in, and we'll go to set the gain, and we're going to watch on the scope. Hopefully I can get some stuff there. Okay, I got my little Rockford amp running here. Like I said, it's Type RF X1. We've got a little bit of signal going in. In my RF, we have, that. There we go. I got a level adjust because this is one of the first amps ever built in with DSP. So we're going to set, this goes to 30, so we're going to set it at 15. We're going to watch the oscilloscope as I turn this up. And we're probably going to have to make adjustments to the voltage. You guys are going to hear my door speakers play a little bit. We're going way past, so I need to change my scope probe down here to 10 times. So now we've got that back under control. Oh, we're already clipping. Alright, so I'll turn it back down to 5. Oh, we're already clipping. We're already clipping. Let's see if we can see that a little better by adjusting the scope. So I'm going to go around here and change my radio to 30. Actually, yeah, I want to change it even more. I want to change it down to 26. We're going to see if we can get it right at clipping at 26. That way my highs aren't playing as loud. Okay, I'm maxed out on my phone. And here we are now. We're going to keep going. Oh, there was clip. So there's no clip, and that's at 15 on my adjustment level, and I'm going to go one more. You see that tiny little clip? So we're going to go right to the edge of a soft clip. So at my stereo, at what did we say, 25 or something like that? I'll have to go and look now. And you can hear my door speakers a little bit. So at 26, I think is what we set it at. 26. We got to remember 26. I'll probably put it on a piece of tape, and we have a soft clip. So now I'm ready to shut it all off and pull my fuse and rehook up everything and try a run. Now, normally I have down here my speaker box here, 210s Old School Hollywood Sound Labs. I have done, let's walk around here. Oh, you can't see it because it's facing backwards. This is my T0 Rockford Power Sub 12 in a ported box. That's the only box I had for a 12, and I'll show you a little bit more of that when I get it set up here in a minute. Okay, so like I said, normally I have my 10s running, but they are old school, and I don't think they'll handle the abuse that amp might be able to put out. So I've temporarily rigged up my Rockford T0 12 Power T0 in this Q box that I have no idea what it's ported to. It's one of those generic prefab boxes, but just so I can crank it right up to a clip, a soft clip, and not have to worry to know that this woofer can handle the power for a short burst. Not so much my 10s because they're old school and light duty in comparison. I've got a couple other 12s I might try out in here. after the Old School Challenge, just to keep playing around and learning, because this is the first time I've ever done any kind of SPL run. But that's the sub that we're going to be using. Like I said, we're going to use the Rockford X1. I've got everything set up. The fuse is back in. The speaker is hooked up. This is my hookup for my tins. Next, when you see it, should be the exact clip I used for the Old School SPL Challenge run, and we'll just play that in its entirety, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it, because the Old School one has to be recorded all in one shot. So it'll just be the test. So, alrighty. Okay, before we do the run, I've got to find the peak frequency of my vehicle. And so, shout out to Tyler Jolly at GP Car Audio for allowing me to borrow the SPL Lab meter. And so I've installed the software here, and I've got my phone, and let's see if we can see. We got set at my frequency generator set at 35 hertz. And so one of the cool things about this software, if I can get it to not glare so bad, let's try from that angle. That might be a little better. Is there's that peak hold. You see it right there in the center of the screen. So when we start here, it will peak hold, and then down here it will record the stuff, and it's going to show you your highest one. So I'm going to crank the volume up a little bit, and then I'm going to go up 1 hertz at a time. My phone doesn't close. And we will record it on here, and I'm going to probably play a little music or something, because I got to blast the air. It's going to just be bass, and I don't know how well this video camera will record it. But I will show you the peak meter as we move. Ooh, okay, so it looks like for my enclosure and for my truck, we are going to be at 54 hertz. And that's, like I said, this is all fast and all the first time I've done it. So that's what we're going to try our run at. Wish me luck. Okay, this is Damon doing his Old School SPL challenge. We got a Rockford Type RF X1 rated at 25 watts by 2 and a 4 ohm load. Try to do the stuff here. We've got windows up, back glass is closed. Windows up. Got the air on here to cool it off a little bit. Sunroof closed. So we're in here. And I'll turn the air off. And we are ready to run. Here we go. Like I said, Rockford Type RF. Oh, I was going to turn my clamp meter on. See if I can get it to peak. Now, let's just do this thing. Okay, here we go. Didn't have peak hold on. Let's try that one more time. On 30.8 from a Rockford Type RF using a single power T0 sub in a buy it off the shelf box in my old Ford pickup. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get a couple other runs done. If I don't, go on my channel Crazy Logics 007 on YouTube, and I'll have some videos showing how I set all this up and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'll do if I miss the deadline, because this has been really fun testing. Thanks for letting me participate, guys. Hey guys, we got a Rockford Type RF X1 rated at 25 watts per channel times 2 at 4 ohms, running it on a prefab box with a power T012 in it in my old Ford F-150. Windows are up. Back glass is closed. We got the air on in here. Windows are up. Sunroof is closed. We are ready for a run. Now I got to thank GP Car Audio for letting me borrow their meter to make this run. So big shout out to Tyler and all the guys at GP. Like I said, Rockford, I'm going to try to peak hold the meter here to see what current I'm pulling. The test said about 34 amps, so we should be good to go. Like I said, there's my meter. Let me make sure my phone's ready. I've done my peaks. This is turned all the way up. All right, let's see what we can get. That's fantastic. My computer crashed because it's a piece of junk. Well, let's reset the computer and try again. Alright guys, this is Damon, Crazy Logics 007 on YouTube. We got a Rockford Type RF X1 set up, running just a T0 Rockford Fosgate Power Series in a prefab box. We're going to run this. This is rated at 25 watts by 2. I've got the air running to try to keep it a little cool. It is hot out today. Those windows are good. Back glass is closed. Window's good. That window's good. Oh, turn the AC off. I got the sunroof closed. All right. We are going to try to give this a go. Between computer crashing and stuff, I got my meter installed on the dash. Big shout out to GP Car Audio, Tyler Jolly, and all the guys out there for letting me borrow this meter so I can make this run. They're good guys. They are making those awesome glue it and screw it enclosures. So let's turn the meter on. Okay, it's not measuring anything. Okay guys, after several failed attempts, obviously I kind of got a good shot. This is the one I submitted right here, and you get to see what I actually do. I crank it a little harder than I did on that first test run that did pretty okay. It just it got a little long, got a little winded. I did some stuff not perfect. I was trying to get it all condensed as tight as possible for a good quick video run, so that it didn't waste a lot of people's time taking a chance to look at it and all that stuff. So I know this video is getting a little long-winded, but this is what it took to get there with as goofy as I am. So here we go, the actual run, and thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, check me out or start hitting me up with requests and stuff. If you're already on my Facebook stuff, try finding my Crazy Logics 007 on there, and on Instagram. I'm trying to learn that. So don't expect great things, but I'm trying to learn it. And thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. And like I said, I had fun with this. So here we go. Hey guys, it's Damon, Crazy Logics 007 on YouTube, and we've got a Rockford Fosgate Type RF X1 rated at 25 watts per channel into 4 ohms, so it'll be in the 0 to 50 watt class. This will be for the Old School SPL challenge. We're running a Rockford Fosgate Power T0 12 sub in a prefab box. That's the best I can do. So windows all the way up, back glass is closed. Windows are up. It's hot as blue blazes, and sunroof is closed. So let's hit start. If I can find it, we're on peak. If I get to go here. Oh, SPL meter up here, and that was big shout out to GP Car Audio, Tyler Jolly, and the gang out there to let me borrow their meter so I can make this run real quick. So let's start this thing, and here we go. Go 131.1 dB from the old Rockford Type RF X1, 25 watts per channel, running on a single 12 on my old truck. So look on my channel, like I said, Crazy Logics 007, and I'll show you some behind the scenes, and there'll be a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm enjoying playing with all this. This Old School SPL challenge has been super fun. Thanks a bunch, guys, and maybe I'll get a couple more done with some different amps. If I don't, they'll be on my channel. So thanks, and have a good 4th of July.